All right, let's do this thing. Welcome back. We are continuing our breakdown of Shopify's Summer 23 editions. Their 100 plus product update catalog outlined in this beautiful website, outlining the most important and incoming updates that will affect the Shopify platform. If you wanted a quick overview of the most important updates that will come for your small business, I did a video here outlining the most important things and not paying attention to things that are not important, like app development. If you're just running a Shopify store for your small business, there's a lot of things in here that are not out yet. Some things are repeating and some things that are out now. And I'm breaking this all down for you to get a better understanding on how this can impact the future of your small business. One of the top things that they are advertising here is their Shopify checkout. And this caught my eye because, as we know, one of the big things that they advertised a little bit ago is the way they're changing their checkout. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about one-page checkout. Currently on your Shopify store, your Shopify store, or my Shopify store, they have a 3-page checkout system. They are changing this to a 1-page checkout system to drive higher conversions. And this Shopify checkout page kind of talks about this, and it just caught my eye because it's something I've been waiting for, and it talks a little bit about it. So this is very impactful. This mainly highlights a study comparing their competitors and why Shopify's checkout boosts conversions. It's good for Shopify, and it's good for you, the merchant. It talks a little bit about things that only Plus members and large Shopify accounts have. So you don't really need to worry about this, but it promotes its Shop Pay platform and its out-of-the-box checkout experience. So if we click on this, it brings us to this article where it kind of goes in detail about how they came around these findings. But one thing that I found was this graphic on Shopify checkout and what it can look like in the future. And this is kind of a little more insight into what one-page checkout will be. Currently, one-page checkout is not available. It's not available. If you want one-page checkout, all you can do right now is sign up here to be considered for early store access. That's the truth. So it still is labeled coming soon. And if you just sign up, you can be considered with your email here for early access. That's all we got so far. But there is this really fun interactive tool here that on what it can look like. And you can view it from mobile and you can view it from desktop on what it'll look like. So right now, for example, they have these 3 pages. You put your items in your cart, and it brings you these 3 pages. And what they found is that the effort for a customer to go through these 3 pages is a lot of effort, and they lose a lot of transactions. So what they're doing is they're trying to add this all onto one page. Information, the shipping, and the payment, all onto one page. So they kind of have this feature here describing all the features of the current Shopify checkout, and you can just imagine all of this condensing into one. It's talking about why their checkout is so good, but you can imagine what it'll look like. So they have their Shop Pay app here, and then their express checkout buttons like PayPal, Apple Pay, Amazon Pay that you can add here and connect to your Shopify admin. If you want to offer in-store pickup, this box is here, and you can also change the default theme settings if you want this to say something else. Like for example, like instead of just ship, you can have it say super fast free shipping, or instead of saying pickup, you can say come meet us in person. Something like that. You can do that by editing the default theme content from your admin. So I found this little tool kind of useful from within their online checkout feature series, just to gain ideas and insight into my own business and maybe into your business. If you wanted to add estimated arrival dates, I usually keep this off on mine, to be honest. This is talking about like when they select a shipping option, if you want in your checkout to say, this is going to take 3 to 4 days, this is going to take 5 to 6 days, depending on how you input it into your settings. I have that off currently, but maybe I'll run a test. I saw this and I was like, well, maybe it's not worth running a test to see if this impacts anything positively or negative. If you enable local delivery, you have this entire page show up, and this is what it would look like. Like I personally don't have local delivery right now, but I kind of always wondered what it would look like and if I should maybe start doing it. And this is also a button that you can enable local based pricing for people that have their, location inputted to have more calculated rates Like, in your plan in your admin, it says carrier calculated shipping. Like if you have a normal Shopify plan, you can add that for like $20, I think it is, to your plan. Carrier calculated specific shipping. If you have an account with, say, like UPS or USPS or Canada Post or whatever, you can have even more accurate rates if you plug in your account to carrier calculate shipping. I guess this is another way of having more location-based rates, having more accurate shipping rates. Because a lot of the time, like with my business, if it says, sometimes it'll calculate the shipping rate here. It'll say $370. But then when I actually go and I print the label from Shopify, it will like charge me maybe like $5, $6 just on the discrepancy from the size and the weight and the location and where it's going. So sometimes, I have this issue. I'm sure a lot of you have this issue where, you can lose money on shipping. So this is an interesting feature, accurately calculate and control shipping rates based on shipping address. I saw this and I was like, maybe I should look into that if it comes out or if it's in the new checkout. And then on the last page, on the payment page, obviously this is what discounts look like. I don't see anything on here that really changed. Like everybody has discounts really on their page and it's just a bar. And when it activates, it goes there and shows the discount. I didn't see anything that I noticed is new there. The tipping option, obviously you can add a gratuity option in your admin or with an app. I don't have this, but depending on your business, and even if people say none every time, maybe if you give them like exceptional customer service or something, they would throw in a tip. Why not? So I kind of saw this and I was like, well, maybe that's a good test as well. But this is just something that I brought to your attention because you should always be looking to optimize your e-commerce store in every way. Even small things like changing the color of an action button, your call to action button, or experimenting if any of these features benefit you positively or negatively affect you. And also keep in mind that if you have it set up this way or you're getting agitated or run a test that the 3 pages of checkout are creating a lot of abandoned carts in your analytics, I would say maybe sign up for the 1-page checkout or wait for it to come out, as they kind of highlight a lot of Shopify checkout features and why it's such a leader in the industry. It's definitely going to be something I think that could positively impact a lot of merchants for sure. And if it's available on, all plans and it comes out relatively soon, that'll be a lot better. That's kind of all the information on this one, discussing why Shopify checkout is so impactful and features that are coming up and just brainstorming ideas for future A/B tests or things you can consider on your store. So this is kind of what I do on this channel. If you're interested in joining the community, consider subscribing. I kind of just go over a lot of the new breaking Shopify news, updates, major changes coming to the platform, and share a lot of my experiences through Shopify as well, because you don't have to do this alone. Let me do a lot of the work for you and join the community. So consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. And if you do, I'll see you in the next video.